What makes you happy?
I like to play.
You like to play, yeah? How do you know when you're happy?
Because I can feel it.
Yes?
I think you need to realize that we are only here as a journey and that inevitably we're gonna go one day, so you better make the most out of it.
So you were a lawyer and you weren't happy, no?
Yeah, no, unhappy.
Unhappy?
Yeah.
If you could have one magical power, what would it be?
You would do that money appears and you would give it to the poor people.
One day I think I need to change my life and try to find my real life.
Where there is a will, there is a way. If you want something and you focus on it, and inevitably it happens, or at least that's my experience.
Why do we travel? Is it to escape our reality? Is it to live out little fantasies, eating, meeting people, behaving in a way we'd never allow ourselves in our supposed real life? Is it because when the smells and sounds and language around us are foreign, it strips us of everything we do in our day out of habit and has you asking yourself the most powerful of all questions, the question that comes at the start of every great love affair, every great idea, great business, great change. What if? So, as you saw in last episode, when Carla had to leave Barcelona, I thought, what if I stayed on alone? And I found this artist loft on Airbnb that's an ex-monastery and it's attached to a Catalan family's home. You know, people talk so much these days about all the bad news, the crime, the stress, the fact that the youth are obsessed with video games and social media and that's it. Let me show you the antidote to this cynicism. Let me show you why in these days in which I've stayed with this family in this home, my faith in the power of good and passion and beauty has been restored. I know it sounds cheesy, but just take a look at what I've experienced and you might see what I mean. Bon dia! Sorry, I'm just in a really good mood. I mean, imagine I woke up this morning inside a monastery, sunshine just streaming through the windows. I'm surrounded by art, and then the artist, the guy who normally works in this loft where I'm staying, his name is David, and he's like a friend of the owner, Camila, and he just walked in with his adorable dog and said, "Kylie, I'm just about to take my dog for a walk. Do you want to come?" Of course I do. I mean, it's the most glorious day. So I told him I'd just grab my camera and then vamos, let's go. What happened? Because you were working as a lawyer and then one day you just woke up and said, I want to be an artist?
Always, it's my passion, but never I see the paint like a way to live.
Yeah. Did you have any fear? Did you have any fear?
No, it's my problem.
Yeah.
Because I think you have only one life.
Yeah.
And you must live the life equal in your feeling and the reality, because you must earn money and live. But I think it's when you are thinking in the future always, you never live the life really.
Yeah. And when you said to your colleagues that you're leaving, what did they say?
You are crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's not easy, but it's better. Maybe less money, but I'm more tranquil with myself.
So when David is not painting in the loft, Camila, the owner, rents it out on Airbnb to all different types of creative people like myself. Camila lives across the courtyard with her 2 children, and she's this wonderful mix of Catalan pragmatism and Spanish romance and bohemia. She takes me out for tapas, and I discover that she actually donates the money the loft makes on Airbnb to the working monastery behind the house, which helps the homeless of Barcelona. Camilla tells me that the other night Blue asked her, so what this girl Kylie is doing, traveling around the world alone, filming a TV show with no film crew, is this possible as a job? And apparently this is Camilla's intention, to expose her children to different ways of life, different religions, people of different cultures, so that they can decide for themselves what they believe and what path they would like to follow. Like, what do you think people need in general for to be happy?
I think you need projects.
Yes.
So you need to be going somewhere.
Yeah.
Whatever it is for whoever it is, I think you need to appreciate the little moments of every day.
Let's go back to that little place where we used to go in the summer days.
No, a lot of the foreign films that make it overseas, the Spanish are always portrayed as being very impulsive and passionate, and there is always some sort of wild sexual affair that makes I think a lot of tourists might come to Barcelona and be thinking, maybe I can have some sort of escapism like this. Would you say that this is just Hollywood that is making it like this, or is there an element of truth?
I think, I used to think when I was young and I started traveling, I hate cliches. Cliches are stupid.
Yeah.
Cliches are true, in my experience. Brits are funny, French are chauvinistic and have good taste, Germans are serious and organized. Deep down, there is truth in it, and I think there is truth in this impulsiveness and romantic fire. Yes. Yes.
People will be happy to hear that.
Yes.
You haven't destroyed the fantasy.
No.
This is Pablo.
Hola.
Come, we've just met, no?
Yeah.
And ¿dónde vamos?
Vamos a dar una vuelta por Barcelona.
¿Sí? I'm so excited. ¿Cómo te sientes cuando conduces?
De las mejores sensaciones que siento.
Sí.
Conducir para mí es relajación.
Sí. Camila was telling me that Catalan style is less bling and a little more subtle. Paolo's family has a collection of vintage cars that they rent out, and he says that if you drive around Barcelona in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, you get scowls or envious looks, but if you drive around in this Jaguar E-Type, it makes everybody smile, young or old, tourists or Catalan. There is something about the nostalgia that makes us happy. And another thing that makes people in Barcelona happy? Football.
Hi, Kylie, Forza Barça.
Forza Barça. Tell me, chicos, why do you love soccer? Why do you love football?
Because it's my life. It's special.
You cannot understand it if you're not from here.
No?
Like,
explain to me. Explain.
It's more like a feeling,
It's a feeling.
Yeah, for me it's a feeling. What's for you, Till?
For me, it's a religion.
A religion. What's for you?
Messi is my god. Yeah.
Messi's God.
There's football, but there's Barça. Eh?
There's Barça.
Yeah, Barça is special.
There's football.
Football of Barça is so beautiful. It's like the Mona Lisa of football. It's the most beautiful thing you can see. Everybody's a friend. It's a feeling that we all belong together in the same team. We all have the same passion.
1, 2, 3. Olele! Olala! Celebrate! Olala!
Okay, I don't know why I get myself into these situations. So I was talking with Marcos about going out for dinner, and he's like, why don't I come over to your place for dinner? You cook, I'll bring the wine. And so here I am making pizza at the last minute. I just rushed out to the market, got all these vegetables. I've got my yeast and my flour to make a dough. Hopefully he likes it. I'm going to do it with some jamon to make it a little bit Spanish, but it's a good date meal, because who doesn't like pizza? No.